Hi everybody and welcome to this week's video. So this week it's going to be a slightly different video and basically just going to be looking at the last week of iRacing and essentially probably my best week ever in iRacing. So this week the IMSA Pilot Sport series, or the GT4, went to Barber Motorsport Park. And just to have something on in the background while I talk about this, this is a replay of my fastest lap of the week, which ended up being a 1:27.7, which turned out to be really fast. So strangely this week I wasn't actually going to run at all. I thought I hated this track. Loaded the game up on the Monday for a quick practice. Didn't really think I was doing that great. But sort of turned some laps and seemed okay. And then on Tuesday, when I went for my first race, I found that I was quite fast. So in total over the entire week, I won a total of 9 top split races, and the others I came second in. Obviously they weren't the highest strength of field. Also with the Spa 24 hour, there's definitely a chance that a lot of people will be practicing for that and not racing in this. So fair enough, might not be the best one out there, but still it was an achievement for me just to win as many races and be as quick as I was. So I did have some great races this week, and this guy here, Matthias I think his name is, he was a good driver in the BMW. Unfortunately BMW wasn't quite as quick, but somebody pointed me out to this Twitch stream after I'd done the races. And I love the person's comment just saying, that Porsche head is rather quick. It was kind of cool to sort of see this, for example, which was, I came second behind a pro class guy that had 8,000 I rating. But I was only 5 seconds by the end of the race. To be fair, he did drive the BMW. I don't think the BMW was as quick on this track as the Porsche. But still, that was a really cool thing to achieve. So another highlight for this week, which I actually almost missed completely because I often have voice chat off when I'm actually racing, is this little clip here.
Oh, great YouTube channel, by the way. Oh wait, you actually watch Pro Sim Racer? I do. What are the chances? Yeah, I'll watch it as well. He's very good. Kind of feeling left out here, I've never heard of it.
So firstly, thank you, Roland. I really appreciate it. And I actually had a couple of comments from different people this week, especially when I did the lap guide as well, thanking me and saying they liked the videos and stuff. Really appreciate the support. It means a lot when you guys are enjoying the content I'm producing. Why this was even more funny is Zach is actually somebody I know in real life, like outside of sim racing. And yeah, obviously he knows about the channel because all my mates took the mick when I said I was starting a sim racing channel, etc. And yeah, what I love is that Zach responds to Roland kind of going, what, you actually watch Pro Sim Racer? Which I don't think is what he actually meant. I think he was just surprised that people were shouting out to me live. Other than that, I think thank you to all the TCRs that are out there, because going this quickly, I had to go through so many TCRs during the week. So I've got another video that I'm going to produce from one of the big races I did, but for now I'm going to just show some highlights of a race that I didn't win, but it was still good. Okay, so we're at Barber Motorsport Park in the Cayman GT4. We qualified third with a 1:28.7, which I thought was going to be enough for pole, but not in this race. We got beaten by 2 cars, but I'm hoping I can maybe follow Pascal straight onto the start finish and get straight into second place. So we're just getting ready, pace car's going in, and we're off. So I've got a BMW to my right, just got to be careful here. I think we've got it, but then the BMW's definitely got the legs on the straight, so I'm going to have to go defensive into the turn 1. Ooh. I think I've done it. So he's coming back slightly. I just need to try not to let Pascal get away. Pascal seems to be really fast on this track. So just pulling a bit of a gap from the rest of the pack, but hopefully I can just stay with Pascal here. So the tyres are so much better than they used to be. They don't take forever to warm up, but they do still have a noticeable first couple of laps where they're not really fully up to temp, but nothing like it was previously. Staying with him quite nicely at the moment.
P2.
Just gone slightly wide. Take a much shallower line through there. Get a good run out of here.
Okay, Paul, keep that under pressure. He'll make a mistake.
So he's definitely quick. Got a slightly better run than him through there. So I find brake bias is so key to this track. I'll put it to -1. Coming into this corner here, quite an early braking and turning point, but you drag the brake over that apex there. And then for me, I found this really tight line here worked wonders. The line that Pascal's doing there, where you go wider, would be, I think in theory, the better line, but for me the inside tight line really worked. Get the brake bias back to a more neutral position for this corner. And it's all about the drive out of that one. Putting the brake bias slightly forward going into this section, just to give the car a bit more stability. And you can see there we just completely closed the gap, because under the brakes the car was completely stable, tyres weren't locking up, ABS wasn't kicking in. Ooh, just right on the grass there. Definitely pushing. I feel like he's slightly quicker than me for this section. Never really know whether to change down to second or keep it in third there.
Was a 128.50.
I intentionally followed his line a bit. The tyres slightly slipping. You could see there I got on the power and the traction control kicked in. Maybe pushing the tyres a little bit too hard. Didn't quite have the same front end bite there either. So he's just getting away from us. So he has managed to just open the gap slightly to us.
Fastest lap for Costa, 128.00 V2.
Gap's coming down slightly, down to 0.9.
Incident in the S's. You think it might be Webber?
So we closed the gap ever so slightly on that lap from about 1.1 to 0.8.
That's your quickest lap.
That was a nice 128.2 there. Pretty good for race fuel and everything. Right onto the edge, just about staying with him.
So Costa in front is now 0.9. Consistency. Keep coming.
Taking a really wide line through that time. So we're just starting to catch up some back markers. So this will make it quite interesting, I think. Ultimately, does he get through or do I get stuck? So he's coming up to the slower car now. What's going to happen here?
That was 128.6.
Oh, he's gone straight through. It's unfortunate for us. We could have done with him just being held up slightly. And then now we might not be as lucky to get through here. Is he going to let me through? I think so. I think he's just backed off slightly. So cheers, mate. So the gap up ahead now is 1.5. I have to get a bit of a move on to try to catch him. Okay, so it looks like he's just coming up to a slower car. Whether this is going to hold him up at all? No, he's just let him straight through. So once again, not ideal for us. We could have really done with him being held up a little bit. But let's see if we can get through as easy as he does. Top man, he's just moved straight over and he's let us through. Awesome, cheers mate. So he's definitely slightly getting away from us now. He's just passing yet another guy. He's passed him in the exact same area that he did last time. So he's kind of been quite lucky with some of his overtakes, I think. So I guess we'll have to see how we do when we catch up this guy ourselves.
Slower class car ahead.
Question is, can I get past him before the tricky section coming up? Give him a bit of a flash, just let him know I'm there. He's not moving over for me. Oh dear. That's not the ideal line. I've just managed to make it stick, thankfully. To be fair, he doesn't need to move over for me. Ultimately, it's up to me as the quicker car to get past him, so fair enough. But yeah, not ideal having to go on the inside line into that section there. So it looks like he's coming up to a couple of other TCRs that are battling. Maybe we'll have some more luck over there. The gap has stuck quite nicely about the 3 seconds mark. Ultimately, it only takes one mistake or something to go wrong and we might be on him.
0.36 off the base. Sector 3 is 0.15 off the base.
Looks like he's right behind him. Well, he's already passed one. To be fair, it's just good actually for the TCRs to be so nice actually. Know that the leader's coming through and just moving over, so hats off to him.
You've used half your fuel. Slower class car ahead. The Costa ahead is now 3.8.
So I need to try to get back on the pace that I was doing earlier. I think my tyres slightly have fallen off. Maybe I'll try a slightly different brake bias. So when you're catching a car like this, you're always thinking, okay, where am I going to actually be able to overtake here? You know that it's going to be impossible to overtake in this squiggly bit, but there is a chance out the other end if I can carry some speed through. I might be able to get him to the next corner. But it's a tricky one. Trying to get through here would be very difficult, so I'm going to hang back slightly. Hopefully kick the run out. Oh, whoa. So I didn't know if he was going left or he was going right there. I carried a lot of speed through. You can see Costa's already overtaken the next car ahead of us again. And he's gone for an overtake around the outside there of the pink car by the looks of it. And he's through. So he's through, we got 2 cars to get past. We did close the gap a bit, but I think it's going to hold us up a little bit getting past both these guys. Obviously they're having a battle and we don't want to ruin that, but then be much less likely just to move over and let us through.
Lap times are pretty consistent. Approaching some slower cars. These guys are fighting for position.
So getting a bit of a run on this guy. He's gone inside, but I think I want the inside.
Clear right.
Might end up a bit deep in here. No, just managed to stop it. So I think if I'd gone on the outside, there was just a risk that I'd end up understeering a bit too far. Can I get through here though? Doesn't look like it. Just have to hang back. Try to get a good exit out. I just don't think I can get through here. I'm going to send it anyway. Oh no, can't. I should have held back. That would have given me a better run for this one.
Right side.
We just got through there. Yeah, that was my own fault, to be honest. I've let Costa get away to 4.5 seconds now, so I definitely lost out on that. But I should have just held back and then taken a big run through on the exit and then got past him. But instead I tried to take him on the way into that corner and obviously just compromised both our pace. So and I can see Costa's got past 2 more cars. So not great. Never know, anything can happen.
Slower class car ahead.
So these guys having a bit of a battle as well by the looks of it. So gaining on them pretty quick, but not the best position to catch them, to be honest. Need to try to get a good run onto the straight and hopefully carry enough speed to get past them, but I don't think I'll get both. Ooh, this is going to be tricky. He's making me go to the inside. Ooh, this is going to be tight. I'm through. He did give me space, that's good. So obviously these guys are second and third, so I don't really want to ruin their race. Ooh, just braked a little bit early there. Get a good exit out. Come on, come on, come on. Right, we're through.
Still there. Clear right.
So Costa still 5 seconds ahead. He's definitely got away from us a bit through this, but anything can happen potentially. So final lap. Pascal's still 6 seconds ahead of us, and we've got 2 cars in between us. It's not looking that likely for a win on this one, but still, second place is good. And yeah, I quite enjoyed that, even though there wasn't a lot of action fighting within my class. It was pretty cool to have all those TCRs and slower cars to overtake. And yeah, Pascal did a really great job. I just need to keep practicing, get a bit faster and faster. And see what I can do in other races. And there's the checker flag.
Well done, Paul. Great drive. That's a podium.
So I appreciate that wasn't a win, but unfortunately most of the races where I won, I got it on pole and led the entire race and nothing really ever happened. There was another good race that I've basically saved. I'll do another video on that. But I'll end this video and leave you on an amalgamation of the 9 wins crossing the line, and hopefully you'll join us next time. Cheers everybody.
Well done, Paul. You deserve that today. Very good.